Chief, thank you so much for joining us here as we look forward to the 2010 finals. I want to ask you this. This is obviously the best rivalry in NBA history, but I want you to take it a step further and tell everybody at home why this is the best rivalry of all time. Better than the Yankees-Red Sox? Better than UNC-Duke? What do you think, man? Tell the world what's up.
I think it got a lot to do with the players that brings out the best in each other. It's a rich history and a lot of legacy there. So I think it's one of the biggest rivalries in sports today.
Robert, Steve Smith, when you look at this series, Lakers versus Celtics, the front court of both teams, which one do you think has the advantage and why, and what's going to be the key in this series for either team winning the championship?
Well, I have to say that the Celtics have the edge because of experience. You can't put a premium on experience. And I think the Celtics will win it. I definitely think it's going to be a very interesting series because the Celtics' mindset is they should be defending a third title, and the Lakers want to defend their title. So I think that's just a very rich ground for two very interesting teams contrasting and competing for the championship.
You know, Chief, with you and Kevin and Larry, you guys were such a formidable front line. I just want, on a technical level, what is it that you would do against teams that had this kind of length? What is it that you can do defensively? How can you break these guys down to nullify all of the arms and legs that are going to be flying around those painted areas?
Well, it's definitely a transition. Get up down the floor so the Lakers, which has a lot of length, can get a chance to set up their defense. Keep it moving, and also a lot of penetration. Hopefully, be able to take advantage of the Celtics, be able to take advantage of their ball handling skills, Garnett, and put the ball on the floor and keep those big guys moving. Because once they stationary, it's tough to shoot over them.
Robert, I want to ask you about the matchup at the power forward spot between Kevin Garnett and Pau Gasol. Back in the 2008 finals, Pau wasn't necessarily ready. Kevin really got the better of Pau in that series. We all know that Pau is a better player now than he was 2 years ago. He's got a championship under his belt. He had a wonderful season this year in terms of by far a career high in rebounding. Do you think, once again, that Kevin Garnett will get the better of Pau Gasol, or do you think Pau Gasol is going to balance that thing out more this time around?
I think it's going to be more balanced this time, especially if Bynum is able to play. You got to realize when they met 2 years ago, Gasol was balancing 2 7-footers in Perkins and Garnett, so it was a mismatch. So I think it's going to be more balanced this time because Bynum is in the lineup this time, so you got 2 7-footers against 2 7-footers.
Chief, I just want to ask you about 1985. I don't want to bring up bad memories, but I want to mention the Celtics that year. You guys won 63 games. The Lakers, they won 62 games. But it was the first time that the league instituted the 2-3-2 format. And you guys were the best team during the regular season. One, do you think that the format cost you guys another shot at the title? And two, we've been talking so much about Boston having to battle as a road team in this playoffs and showing some of that moxie you were talking about. So could you speak on those things?
Well, I don't think the format has anything to do with it, other than travel. When you're traveling from coast to coast, that has some wear and tear on you. But if you're not playing good basketball, the format doesn't carry any weight. So you got to be playing good basketball. You're not going to win regardless of how the format is set up. So I think that's what it boils down to: who is playing the best basketball and who wants it the most. Because it's not a question of skills; it's a question of wheels now. Because you got the two best teams competing for the championship.
Robert, Steve Smith, now if you look at the Boston Celtics coming into Game 1 versus the Lakers, do you think Boston can come in there and steal one? And do you like the play of Rondo this year, his maturity?
Oh, I love his play. I think that's one of the reasons why the Celtics are in the finals, because he has gotten better every year. And I think he is quiet than all of the critics who say that he wasn't talented enough to get it done. And I think the Celtics will get one because they are a very good road team and they are rested and ready to go. And I look for a split.
I do as well, Mr. Parish, and it's going to be crucial for the Celtics to win one of those first two games. If LAL goes 2-0, the series is probably over at that point, and you know this. And Rajon Rondo, third in these playoffs in assists at 10 per game. Robert, thank you so much for the time. Enjoy the rest of your day here. I know you will be enjoying the 2010 NBA Finals. Thanks a lot.